Hello everyone, my name's Tim Perry, co-founder of Sigonheart Games. If you heard of us, you know we released a video game earlier this year called Dragon Hunters, which is available on Steam. Wanted to start this podcast to keep you updated on the things that we're doing. We're actually going back to a game that we started in 2016 called Last Kingdom of Dwarves. We spent a lot of time on it. We made a lot of developments, and as the years went on, we've gotten better at what we do. And also Unity, which is the advanced physics program that we're using to create these video games, has improved a lot in their areas, specifically in their graphics. So after releasing a video game and gaining all this experience, we decided to restart Last Kingdom of Dwarves with the new high definition render pipeline, which is HDRP, and that's what Unity is offering now. And if you're a Unity creator and you want to get to the top of line graphics and lighting, well, this is where it's at. So it's been a bit of a learning curve. Some of the old models don't actually work the same, so we had to sacrifice some things, but in the end it's been a lot of fun, and we've made a lot of breakthroughs. Just the past 2 days, Richie and I have made huge breakthroughs. So I wanted to show you some of this. So the original idea of Last Kingdom of Dwarves was you're going to start on the mountain. Your hometown's on this icy mountain, and this evil wizard has taken over your mountain, and he's a necromancer, so he's raising all of your undead kin. So your job is to go back and vanquish the evil. However, starting fresh again, I really like an open world, and I like to build it up. So instead of starting on the mountain, we're actually going to start down to the east of the mountain, down in a pretty good sized village called Mornside. It's right on this huge lake. It's a great lake. It's almost like an ocean, called Mornside Lake. So that's where you start. So you start as an abandoned dwarf. You're going to start in a tavern. The owner has adopted you, and so this is going to get you familiar with the town, interaction, the game. You'll have a lot of fun stuff to do around the town first, and you just kind of start yourself in a nice peaceful area before it gets real crazy. So this town is going to be fairly large, and you can see it's kind of under construction. But what we have done is we've got the inn built this over the past week. So this thing is called the Rainbow Trout Inn, and all this green stuff is just the lighting effects. It kind of wanted to show you the dev side of it first. So what's really fascinating about the HDRP is the shadows, the local lighting, local and global lighting. Outdoor you have global, and indoor you can have different lighting sets with shadows and ambient occlusion, reflection probes. And really what we really accomplished over the past couple of days was the textures. We really got good on the textures, made these textures not so shiny, real dark, really sets the mood. We developed our own glass, so we made some windows. In some video games, when you go into a building, you have to like hit a button and then you enter a different scene, so to speak. And I really didn't want that. I wanted this to have that open world feel. So we're making the buildings inside and out. So when you open the door, you can walk in and you can walk right out into the scene seamlessly. There will be certain areas that you will go into a separate scene, but overall, I just really wanted to get that feel of an open world to where you can kind of go anywhere you want. So this is where you're going to start in the game. This is your room. It needs a lot more work. This is actually Richie right here, his character, and I'll hit play here in a second and run around. But just kind of wanted to show you the insides of the game. This is a three level inn. So here's the bottom, and these are all the light structures, all these little different things you see. So I'll go ahead and hit play, and we'll get rolling here. So this is going to be a live action cross with probably a little bit of auto attack kind of style gameplay. You're going to have resources. You're going to have crafting. You're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. So we're just real happy. We made some breakthroughs with the lighting, and as you can see, that just shadows in the corners. Uh, that reflection there, that little orb is still the point light I'm working on the character there. So that's a little goof. You'll see a lot of little stuff that we're still working on. But I really wanted to get that feel that you're in a world. I wanted to look through the windows, see the big ocean, the ocean lake. Still determine if it's going to be a lake or an ocean. Still got a lot of fleshing out to do. I got a little bit of the inventory working. So you can come over here and you're going to have a player storage. You'll be able to go craft, go mine, chop up trees, mine rocks. I got the woodcutter's axe. It's a tool. It does it's supposed to be, that's supposed to be 2 to 5 damage. It's a two-hand slash, attack speed moderately fast. Sharp axe used for cutting wood. It's a value 5 gold pieces and it's 3 pounds. So this will be a survival style game as well. So this is the 3rd floor, and it still needs furnishing and everything. I just pretty much got it built. So once again, you've been adopted by the owner of the bar, and this is an all-human town. So you're a dwarf. You're the only dwarf here. So there's very few remaining dwarves, and you haven't seen one in your life other than yourself. So we still have to add a lot of lighting. As you can see, it's kind of dark in here. I wanted to start you out at the end so you can get the full scope of kind of the town. You can look through the windows, and as you walk through the inn, you'll be able to see different perspectives of the city. So the more I start to flesh out the city, you'll get better visuals. So we're on the 2nd floor here, and this is our actually first indoor scene that we've actually made. We've done a lot of outdoor stuff, but we haven't done anything indoors. So when we got this lighting and all these textures figured out just yesterday, actually, we're really thrilled. So this the back of the inn. You can see the lake out there, and there's a backdoor patio. So this is the 2nd floor, and I got some seating here, and this is going to be filled up with NPCs that you can interact with. There will be quests, dialogue, training masters, and all kinds of different stuff. And this is the most popular inn in town. You probably can't see the stairs very well. I got to add more lighting. So this is the big town where everybody goes, the big inn where everybody goes to, the most popular one, the most wealthy one. It's right off the bank, so this town has a good shipment of fish that come in from the lake. So that's why I call it the Rainbow Trout Inn. Got some NPCs working yesterday. Richie's doing the 3D models. As you can see, of course, the first thing he does is make one that looks like himself. And I'm like, well, we got to play our characters, our own selves as our characters. So we got them in there first. Just started messing with the AI there. So, saw that there's a hole in the floor there. Whoa. Hashtag indie games. Just made the bar. So this is the entrance to the inn. It's the main dining room. We're gonna have a bar. We'll have music on the stage over in the corner. Of course, we'll have some lighting. It's kind of hard to see. Just started doing lighting yesterday. That was the last thing I started doing. Got the lamps up there working. And I don't know why she's sitting on nothing, but I'll have to figure that out. So like I said, there will be NPCs sitting around. We're going to fill this up with life, and you can interact with some of them. Some of them will just be casual. They might greet you when they walk by. We've had breakthroughs on the 3D modeling too. We just got new software, so we're able to create realistic models, a lot better than what we were using. We were actually just purchasing our own models, so right now we can actually create our own humanoid models. So still working on the animations and just the AI. So what I'm really fascinated about is, I was saying earlier, the local and global lighting. So as you can see here, the colors in here are kind of orange because of the low light. And as you walk outside, there's a blend between the lighting, kind of like your eyes focusing. And as you can see, it gets brighter, more daylight, more natural light. Walk in. And then there's that blend. To me, that's huge because that actually allows us to do the open world where there's going to be a door here where we can just open the door and walk in and still see outside. And I like that. Ooh, still got some work to do on these. So another great thing, a breakthrough we had was water. Water's been a big deal in Unity. And this is obviously going to be fleshed out. We'll have trees and kind of like a park area. It's going to be real nice. There's going to be roads and all that jazz. But I'm going to run over here to the beach. We've made huge breakthroughs on the water. We bought a new... Whoa! We bought a new water pack, ocean pack. Just take me a second to run here. So you can, also with the new graphics, you can see the bloom effect, the blurriness of the distant architecture. It's also, we got just a tad bit of fog in there as well that really gives that that distance of how far it is and just how far you can actually see with your own eyes. And it is really far too. We'll have mounts that you can ride horses and wolves or dragons and stuff. So this is the main pathway from the beach. We're going to have a huge boating system out here with docks and big ships because it's going to be a big fishing village. It's a big fishing town. So this is where all the goods get hauled up to. So it had to be nice and open for wagons and stuff like that. We've done really well on the beach here. It's not completely done yet, but it's getting there. Like I said, I didn't put any resources out here. You can equip this. I actually, in this scene, I got something turned off, so I can't equip it, but I do have it to where you can equip your axe, and you can actually go chop down a tree, gather its wood. You can get a pickaxe and go chop some rocks and get its minerals, and you can actually store them in your chest. So we've got that far already. But if you look at the textures here, they're just getting better and better with Unity's HDRP. Sand. We got some crabs out already, because why not? Giant crabs. You're probably thinking grab your axe and chop it up and cook some crab, and we will. We will be able to do that, because I love crab, and these are giant crab. I want to eat crab, especially giant crab. Alright, here's where we're getting better, just kind of add in levels to the sand dunes. It's not just a flat land, sand and land, just the roads in different shapes. And so we added different just a soft little different texture layer over the hills. the sand dunes. And what's great is we're going to add all kinds of exploration, different exploration, such as you can jump. We're going to do climbing. We're going to do boating. And another breakthrough we had was swimming. So you can also go swimming. We spent a lot of time on the water, and we're just super happy about it. This has been the best water uh, model texture that we've had. You can just see the foam, how it just reacts to you. So same thing with when you're on a boat, the waves and everything will react to you and you'll wobble around. So we're going to have sailing. You'll be able to eventually craft your own boat because we're going to have carpentry and all different crafts, so you'll be able to build your own boat. And another cool thing is the underwater camera, which we're really happy about. This just blew our mind when we got this working. You can't swim underwater just yet, but we will have it. I got the buoyancy of the body for the swimming just at neck level there, because I believe when you're in water you're always just barely shoulder under, so your head goes in a little bit here and there and start swimming again. And as soon as you get back to shore, he starts running. There's still a few issues we're working out. Well, that's what we have so far. I will be continuing to develop this city, and we'll continue the podcast. We'll keep the content coming out. We'll let you know what we're doing, and thanks for watching. Once again, if you haven't checked out Dragon Hunters on Steam, check that out. It's a fun game. It's a D&D style turn-based board game. Follow us at sigonheartgames.com. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.